Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for silage making, and I'm off mowing. Silage 2022 is about to start, so I'm off down the fields, get mowing. I might mow my face at some point tomorrow perhaps, because that's getting a bit long as well. Anyway, let's crack on. Right, here we are on our first field to mow. So this one is what we call botany. I think it should be called botany, but I always call it botany. So always do the field furthest from the farm first, and then we work our way back. Ooh, opening the gate, he said. We work our way back to the farm with the fields, and the last one to be mown will be the one nearest the farm. And then what we do is we judge that on the day. If we've got enough grass left in the clamp, then I'll turn around and get that baled into round bales, and then you haven't got to haul the bales so far. If it's the last one to be baled, last one to be picked up, and we do round bales, the bales are really close to the stack, so we haven't got to take them too far, which is sensible, I think. Right, good crop of grass here. Let me just show you the difference between fertiliser and muck and what it does if you don't use it. So you can see here a lovely good cover of grass here, hardly anything here. And this is deliberate. Look at that. So that's my choice there, believe it or not. I always am very careful with the fertiliser. I've probably been a bit too careful there, really, to be honest. I don't see any point in putting fertiliser too close to the hedge, getting it in the hedge and wasting it. So I always err on the side of caution and keep it out. I can lose a bit on the headland. Admittedly, I haven't judged it right. I have got a bit too far out here. So you can see a big difference. But look at the difference. This is it was a short-term lay. It's turned into permanent lay now. It's been down quite a few years, but it's a younger crop grass. So look at it. It's not permanent pasture. Look how thick it is. Looks like something's been lying in there. Look at that beauty. So I think we're going to get a good crop of grass this year. You know, we'll judge that when we've done it. But we've already got a bay of silage. As I said before, if we've got a bay of silage in the back at this time of year, that is a good kind of thing for a bit of a relief, really. I always like to carry a bit over. Last year we used it all up because it was late spring. So you know, always have a safety margin in farming. That's what I think. down it goes, and oh, don't you know. Right, I'm going to be stopping for Potmaster. I'll have to tell you about my radio, so I'm going to carry on. I'll shut that window, it's a bit loud, and I'm going to take this off because I'm a bit hot. So, you all know I like a bit of Potmaster, and if you don't know what Potmaster is by now, after following the Funky Farmer all these years, shame on you, because realistically I do like a bit of Potmaster. We stopped for Potmaster Ken Bruce about 10:30. Now the thing is, my radio packed in a couple of months ago, and I hadn't done anything. Whoa, it was a bit bumpy there, I don't like that. Be careful, I don't destroy my kit. So as you know, I couldn't do Potmaster. Anyway, someone, look at that. That's a cutout mechanism there. Right, that's old badger holes there. Where was I? Where was I? I was talking about Potmaster, wasn't I? So my radio packed in, which is not good. I was going to sort that out. Someone sent me this lovely radio here. Right, it's just popped. And there's an example of what happened. And I've cobbled it up. I had it working, plugged it in, brilliant. So whoever sent me that radio, very kind of you. However, it popped out, so I hadn't fitted it right. See, I got wedged with a bit of paper, and it cranked on the floor. And it's, well, it still works, but it's muted, and I can't work out how to sort out the muting on it. Look at it. It's on. So at the moment I have no radio in the cab, which is a real shame, because you know what, I'm going to be on here a long time. I probably, you know, reality is I probably could sit down with the manual and sort that out, but it's like everything just gets left. So we are improvising Potmaster later, in the same way as I had to improvise my packed lunch, and I have no pasty or pork pie today. It's a tragedy. Right. Anyway, we'll carry on with this. We're mowing away, cracking on, keeping on. Let's keep going. We're stopping a bit. I've got a view of the field. Hell of a crop of grass. Let me say it now. I like saying that. Hell of a crop of grass. If you're out in a field and you've got a good field, well, make sure you say a hell of a crop of grass. I'm sure Harry will be saying that on his toy farm. I got a hell of a crop of grass. I love it. So that's a result. Hell of a crop of grass. I can't stop saying it now. Hell of a crop of grass. I apologise if you're a parent at home and your kids just started watching one of my videos. Your kids have got it on the telly or something, and all you can hear is hell of a crop of grass. The Funky Farmer has got a hell of a crop of grass. Kids, if you're watching this and you want to tell your mum and dad what you've been watching, you'll just go and tell them and go, the Funky Farmer has got a hell of a crop of grass. He's got a hell of a crop of grass. Right, that's enough of that. Because it is a hell of a crop of grass. I'm so pleased. Hell of a crop. Right, I'll stop. I know. Stop. Otherwise I'll start singing and that's worse. Right, look at that. Look at that lovely grass. Lovely. I've been round about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, rock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. No, I haven't been round that. I've been round 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, this is my 7th time round. Probably go round about a dozen times. Just create a headland, and then they can come and row that up, give them turning. Maybe 14 times actually, because obviously with this little mower it's not very wide. My brother's up the field there, he's mowing with the Massey, and then Samsons are coming in with their big mower this afternoon. They're mowing the other half of the farm. So basically it's a bit of a team effort. They mow half. I think we're putting 56 acres in. They'll mow, or 54, it's around about that number. They'll mow half it, we'll do the other half. I mean, this is the only time of year, I repeatedly say this every year because everyone badgers me about why I haven't got a new mower and stuff. This is the only time of the year where we really need to intensely mow. The rest of the time, rest of the year, I'm doing a bit of mowing, one field at a time around bales. So, you know what, the kit is better, the money's better spent somewhere else, and the money is being spent this year on a shed roof. Now, I might have mentioned this before, but we're doing a roofing over a yard in the back of the stone barn. That will be sometime this summer. I've already had the bloke come and measure up and stuff. So we'll be on with that. So it's the same chap who did Farmer P's barn actually, a guy called Tim. So you might have seen him before in his videos. So on the money, you know, there's never enough money on a farm. If any of you got a farm, you'll know that. Unless, of course, you're playing Farm Simulator, where there's buckets of cash, and you can buy what you want, and it doesn't really matter. But on a normal farm, where you haven't got buckets of cash, you look at what's the most cost-effective use for it. And for us, if we roof over that backyard, we've already got a wall around it, we've already got concrete in the base, there's already water there and electric there. It's going to be a very cheap way of creating a new shed and giving us a bit more space for calves and stuff. So anyway, look out for that. Anyway, I'm battling on. We are stopping for Potmaster in a minute. It should be about the time that I finish going round. So stay tuned for Potmaster. Well, it'll be 3 in 10. 3 in 10 with a funky farmer, because I still don't know what I'm doing with this. Look at that. It's got a nice pretty lights though, isn't it? Look, I think I can change the colour, look. Can you see that? Anyway, they're all the device. Oh, I've really screwed that up now. Right, we'll stop for Potmaster in a bit. Cropmaster, because we got a hell of a crop of grass. Hell of a crop of grass. Mr. and Mrs. Pheasant over there. Go and run. See how they run. Mrs. Pheasant is gone. Mr. Pheasant's just keeping up with me. Oh no, he's off. Just spotted a buzzard, he's got something there. What's he got? Has he got a mouse? Don't think he got anything then. So the buzzards will fly around. They're always on the case whenever I do mowing. They usually hang out in the trees looking for field mice normally. If they're very lucky, they might get a rabbit like caught with a mower or something. But mostly field mice. Their eyesight must be absolutely amazing. Right, I'm on my last round before we stop for Cropmaster. Just a little break, I need a drink, so we'll stop. I noticed that Samsons have just turned up with their mower over in the top field. I don't know whether I might get over there in a bit. Not at the moment, I've got too much to do, but of course they'll whip through that. Look, I can just see, let me just see if I can zoom across. Look, there they are. Where are they? Where is he? There he is. He's just coming up behind the tree. There they are. Look at that beast. You might see that in a bit. I don't know how wide that mower is, but compared with mine, it's massive. Anyway, I'm enjoying this. As long as nothing goes wrong, you know, this is actually quite a good therapeutic way to spend a bit of time. Just mowing, it's not too stressful. I am not hammering it down here. and we're just taking our time, and we're going to stop for Potmaster. Potmaster's when I'm mud spreading, isn't it? We're going to stop for Potmaster at the end of this round down there. Oh, that was great. I got the front of the tractor and nothing else. Never mind. Right. Oh, right. Let's just set this up a minute. Oh, good to stop for a breather a second. Look at this. So I have got a Funky Farmer flask. Believe it or not, in my merch range, I've got a Funky Farmer flask. A Funky Farmer flask, and actually it's actually quite nice. I know hey, I'm plugging my merch, but basically it is quite cool, and I got one. Guess what? Been nicked by Harry. So I've got Harry's cast off. Look, it's not even flat at the bottom. Can you see that? I got Harry's cast off flask. Oh, with some lemon squash in it. A Funky Farmer flask, quite cool. It's white, stainless steel top with a logo on the front. Harry, as soon as he saw it, he said, "I want that. That's mine." So no product placement in this. You know, I'm like my merch. I'm not that bothered anyway. If you want to buy it, that's great. If you don't. Anyway, Potmaster, 3 in 10 from the Funky Farmer. What are we gonna do? Right. Gonna try and whack that out of there. 3 in 10 from the Funky Farmer on Potmaster. Give you 10 seconds to come up with 3 song titles. Let me go. Let me just get my stopwatch out. I always like this. Oh, stopwatch, where are you? Got no Ken Bruce. We've got a Funky. I bet Ken Bruce doesn't have a flipping mobile phone with a 3 in 10. I bet he's got someone doing it for him, a minion. Right, 3 in 10. Are you ready? 3 in 10 from now. Three songs in 10 seconds from Roger Whittaker. No chance. I'm joking. I wouldn't even know. We need a guy who did whistling, something like that. Right, let's reset that. Okay, 3 in 10. I got to do this. I'm going to come up with a name on top of my head, and then I got to flip and think of them. Right, 3 in 10 for Potmaster. We got 10 seconds. Let me just put the brightness up on that so you can see it. Oh, that's super bright. My battery go flat in a minute. 3 in 10. Potmaster. Oh, hang on, started it. Oh, for Eric Clapton. I Shot the Sheriff. Oh, flipping it. What's his famous one? Layla. And Tears in Heaven. Stop. 10.5. I think I actually, well, I reckon I got that, don't you? You right with that? How did you do? Hope you got that. I've just got oh, More Valley Farmers. Look, just tagged me in. The Funky Farmer is getting a new chainsaw. I'm getting a new chainsaw. They've just More Valley have just a bit slow, aren't they? More Valley have just finally put up on their Instagram about me visiting. Okay, well that's cool. Well done. Anyway, right, let's have a quick look around the mower. I'll just check that before we go. Hell of a crop of grass. Hell of a crop of grass. I sound like a pirate. Right, so let's have a quick look. Mower's going okay. It's not normally this high. I had a bit of a malfunction last year. Where was it? We had to have some welding done on here. Look at this. Look, you see what I mean though? Look at that. Italian ryegrass doesn't do a bad job with a bit of muck, bit of fur. Look at it. Look at it. Right, it's going to get going in a minute. I had to get a bit of welding done on here. I didn't do it myself because it had split across there. Like you can see, it's been bodged a few times. Finally got someone in to weld a decent piece of bracket on there, so because the strain is on there when it flips out. Anyway, hopefully that's the only weak point on this mower today. Right, let's get going. Back on it. I'm going to start going up and down. Now it's a weird field this. I never know which way is best to mow because the longest way is that way, but then you've got 3 trees across. Now if you go that way, you only have the trees in the way for one time. But then there's lots of short runs, so I always think it's better to go that way. I don't know. What would you do? Right, let's get going. Crack on.